Good morning, my fellow travelers on Spaceship Earth. It is I, and I am Guy, coming to you live from Applewood Station in Denver, Colorado, where it is 5 degrees Celsius, and we're under a winter storm watch for a big storm that's rolling in tonight. So, we are sort of prepping ourselves here for the things that are about to come. So, there we go. And I am looking through various things here, trying to figure out where things are and how things are laid out. I actually have been going back through my files, and I'm looking for things that I can use that would be useful, because I have a folder for emergency pictures or whatever. Not emergency pictures, but pictures I can pull up right away that I can use for, hey, you want to see my artwork, or hey, you want to see something I do or something. Or let's get this file. I guess it's already over here. It is. What about the Octa Eagle, though? Oh, no, was not there, in fact. Well, that's fine. That's fine. So, I'm just putting all of these things together. I just chuckled because I found a picture of my dad wielding a knife-wielding dad. The entertainment value, and the reason why that's so freaking funny is because my dad was a very nice and even keel person. And so he was cutting up watermelons and I was taking just random pictures, and I took a picture of him cutting up the watermelons, and he looked at me and realized I was taking pictures. So he went, and I took a picture of that too. So the entertainment value is now forevermore. I've got this picture of my dad wielding a knife that's, got red stuff on it because it was watermelons going, entertainment value is higher than it needs to be. All righty. Here's what we're doing this morning. We're going to continue the process of what we were doing yesterday or the day before. I can't even remember now. It's been so many days, where I was working on the story here and making sure that I followed the 6 rules that were put forth by one of the writers from Walking Dead and The Shield. And that is, what do your characters want? he asked that question early on. Every scene, you kind of have to go and look at the scene and say, what do the characters want? And which ones are working for things and which ones are working against. So in the case of up here, I kind of want to end this here. Primary reason for that is ending this scene here gives us 3 pages to do this one scene. Right? And I kind of like this one here. And I feel like what I want to do is to merge these two together for one. I feel like what I want to do, take this guy right here, and go cut, paste, right? Deselect. And I kind of want to move this picture here. That way, I want to rewrite this scene and make it tighter, but it should be 3 pages. And it really should only be to this half of the page right here. Because then I can take this and move it to here and start this scene here. There's a part of me that thinks that I should have moved the entire page 6 over as it was, with those 2 distinct frames, and then just because really the goals in that first 3 the reason that I'm kind of pushing for this is that I'm thinking what I want to try to do here is shorten that scene up so it's only using up 3 pages and gets us started, because we're in the commitment range. If you got people who just drop in on this comic, you want something interesting and exciting happening in the next couple of pages. I realize now, thinking about it, Dr. McCoy plays a very important part of the Star Trek triumvirate, because he's allowed to play a pivot point that they don't have, or that he's allowed to play a devil's advocate, because he can sit there and say, Jim, are you crazy? This won't work. And it doesn't look like the chain of command is having a problem. And so it allows them to have the chain of command go, honest, doctor, we have this under control. And have still that one person going, this is insanity. You really shouldn't do this. That's all right. Hurry. No hurry. All right. Tumar. Oh. And the McCoy character is a foil. I don't have the McCoy character. That said, McCoy, the thing about McCoy that I like about him is that he's still military enough to be on the ship. Yeah, we need a foil character. We don't have a foil character, and we'll need one. I mean, Alex has a foil character with Max. But the problem we have is we don't have a foil character with Bennett and Cochrane, because Bennett has to be a first officer. She can't come in and go, I disagree with everything you say. There's no naturally operating foil. And that's part of the problem. I need a naturally operating foil. I need to get a Dr. McCoy on here and figure out how to do that. Because right now, everybody on this ship is Navy. So if the captain says we're going to fly straight into the sun and all of us are going to die, all of them go, that sucks. Aye, aye, sir. So it's kind of a ongoing problem there. Whereas with McCoy, you have somebody who can say, legally I have to do what you say, but this is stupid. You know, if Bennett does that job, which she was doing kind of before, it breaks protocol. Bennett can go against Cochran, just not in front of the bridge crew. She can be a much more complicated foil in that way, if we think of her kind of in that manner. Like, as a bridge crew person, she can, I mean, we can also have her do the, what? Are you crazy? Go on ahead and go warp 7. We can't do this, because we'll die. And I need you to prep the phasers. I mean, like, we can have her do something like that. That would work. It'd be viable. But it'd be difficult. And that's my problem, is I don't want it to be difficult. Hmm. Hmm. Big storm is coming in tomorrow. And everybody's shutting down. The city's starting to shut down. It's very funny. It's fine. I've got a class to go to in a few minutes. I've got a notification from one of my teachers saying, screw it, don't even bother. So that's good. Here's to hoping that the rest of my professors get the day off too. Nobody has to drive in on this in this mess that'll show up, which is kind of funny to think about because it's 4 degrees outside. Still relatively okay, and it hasn't started raining just yet. But it's going to. I already tell. Things are going to start getting ugly here soon. Which is fine. Now I'm just looking through everything, see what we're doing. Everything looks good to me. We're rolling just fine. All is good. There we go. There. So, I don't think I've got a whole lot more I'm going to be doing at this time, but I'll get there. We'll be sneezing. Anyway. So yeah, I'm just kind of thinking I'm going to have to figure out the foil here. Like, how do I figure out this foil? So that's going to be a thing. Anyway, I'm going to have to kind of think about this a little bit, I think. I'm going to have to think about how I want to have a foil working. Because now that I'm thinking about it, it was a little bit, better, maybe. I don't know if better is the word I'm looking for. I might be. But it's one of those things where I'm kind of like, what do we do here? These are all the things I think about. Hey, Ray. How you doing today? Long time no see, my friend. Yeah, like the Corel suite of drawings or drawing programs. Yeah, it's not that bad. I agree with you. Yep. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's where a lot of us start is in a print shop of some sort. And we tend to all be, that's a good place to be because you're with all of the equipment you need to print and do things like this. So you learn all of the different. There you go. You learn all the different tricks of the trade and things. It's really good. I like that. So I think that's a wonderful idea. Yeah. agree. You can make all of those Star Wars jokes, though. I thought they smelled bad on the outside. You know. So, anyway. I am just poking around now because I've got to leave in about 4 minutes. I'm going to have to bow out. And so until I do, I was going to just sit here and chat. But Ray, tomorrow a large storm is rolling into town. And so there's going to be a very large storm, so I'm just gonna work tomorrow on my comic. So that's my battle plan. So I don't know, maybe. The problem that we've got is this: we've been up, like, even right now it is Denver, in the middle of the United States. So but the problem is we're high up. So I think, what are we at? We're like at already something like close to 1,500 meters off sea level. What is our altitude? Like, I don't know, really. Hang on. Yeah, 1,600 meters. So we're 1,600 meters above sea level here. So the altitude means that, I mean, because Mongolia has similar weather over there, where you've got the high plains. The higher levels and elevations get cold. So we're right by the big mountain range in America on the west side. That really big set of mountains there, it's the Rocky Mountains, and we're right on those. And so when the snow comes in, sometimes it's really bad. Like, we get a meter of snow or something like that. And then sometimes it doesn't do anything. It just dusts us. We get about a half a millimeter of snow. It's like nothing. It's a big snowstorm rolling in. But this week, the temperature has been up to 16, 17, or 18 degrees. And so it's been very warm. And that makes me suspicious. Sometimes these snowstorms roll in, but the ground is so warm that it doesn't do anything. It won't stick. It won't stay. So tomorrow's snowstorm could either be really, really, really bad or nothing at all. So who knows? Who knows what'll happen tomorrow? Anything could happen tomorrow. So we've already decided to shut down the city. A lot of the things that normally we would do on Thursday, we're not going to do tomorrow. So I'm not going to go to school. My kid won't be going to school either. And all of the things that we normally plan are not going to happen. So I'm going to broadcast tomorrow morning, even though normally I would be at school on Thursday. But I'll be broadcasting tomorrow because I've got nothing else to do. I'll be working on my comic and doing things and stuff. And it'll be fine. So, not that worried. It'll all be good. But either way, it means that I'll be here. So you and I can chat as well tomorrow. That'll be fine. Yep, W moments. So, anyway, yep, that's you as well. You'll be here too. George says, I'll be here. Yes, George will be here as well. Yeah. You're making a lot of noise, George. Yeah, it's funny because my roommate's like, can we go to the store and stock up? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, sure, we could certainly go to the store and stock up. That won't hurt, no. So he intends to go to the store and stock up. You intend to go to right here and be fuzzy. Fuzzy. Fuzzy cat. Fuzzy cat. See, now you're just knocking my monitor around. You have to come over here. Yeah. They've got lots to say, as usual. You've got lots to say. You always have lots to say. George, on the other hand, says, oh, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. You want to say goodbye to everybody here, George? Say goodnight, Gracie. Here's a joke that folks won't get because of its age. There was a comedian named George Burns a long, long time ago. And George Burns used to have a joke with his wife, Gracie, where he would say, where Gracie would be like, or he would say goodnight, Gracie. And Gracie would go, good night, Gracie. Because, that was who she was. So I will see you tomorrow, Ray. I will see everybody else tomorrow as well. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll be on again tonight and tomorrow. And we're going to work on my comic. So I'll see you then. Until then, keep your eyes on the stars, guys. Good night.